Hello everyone, welcome back to Sportsbook Review's coverage of the Bundesliga. We are heading into week 6, been a very exciting season so far, and we've got some great games to break down for you today. We are sportsbookreview.com, so when this video is finished, please head on over to that website and you can read some insight from Alex and Tan and lots of other pro handicappers, read some sportsbook reviews, compare odds to find the very best prices, use some free tools and calculators, all sorts of information you'll find on that website. And give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear today. We love it. YouTube loves it. Mr. SBR loves it. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the John SBR, James SBR. Big. He loves it. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell, and then you won't miss a single video that we release here. Hello from Warsaw. Hello, Umar. Hello, Jojo Mofo.
Cześć, Warsaw.
Hello, Kyle. Hello, Longhorn. Hello, Brian. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Great to have you here. Okay, very first game, Greuther Fürth coming up against Bayern Munich, who absolutely annihilated Bochum last week. I started to feel a little bit nervous about my Bayern minus 2.5 Asian handicap, and they covered that pretty quickly. Was just an outrageous performance from Bayern Munich. Alex, now they're coming up against another poor team in Fürth. Think they can roll them over again?
20 goals in 5 matches for Bayern Munich in the start of the season. If they keep it this way, they will go at around 120 goals scored this season. And I don't think that there is a problem of them keeping scoring every week, against teams like Bochum, against teams like Greuther Fürth, I think that this kind of teams will help them make the record of the most goals scored in a season of Bundesliga, and Lewandowski also will be eager to even top his past record of goals scored in Bundesliga. So banker of the week for me here. The odds are even better from the ones that I gave you. 1.74 for Bayern Munich, minus 2.5 on the Asian handicap.
Okay, great. Thanks, Alex. Just looking at the chat, we have viewers here from Houston, Texas, from New Jersey, from Hong Kong, from Warsaw, all over the world. People are tuning in to watch us talk wax lyrical about the Bundesliga. So thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate your time. Tan, you got your Bayern hat on. Does that mean you're getting ready to cheer on Bayern Munich to a big victory this weekend?
Did you mention the record already, Martin?
I can mention the record if you like. Bundesliga. So yeah.
Just to tell you, I maybe had my best week ever in Bundesliga. I think I was 7 out of 9 or 8 out of 9, something like that. It was that I had a 10 madness that didn't go in for slightly for a goal that came in the last 10 minutes from Leipzig. So if you have those records, that could be a good moment.
I had you at minus 3.04, and then you've gone all the way up to plus 0.48. So you gained 3.52 units of profit last week, which was an incredible week. Me and Alex are both still in profit. I make Alex at plus 4.45. I've gone up to 4.61. So the show in total, we're about 9 units of profit ahead already. And it's a similar situation in Serie A. So right now, us three, we're the dream team. Let's hope we can keep it going. And congratulations on your fantastic week, Tan.
And the bet on Bayern went in and was particularly fruitful because it was a combo between Bayern to win and not both teams scoring. It was 7-0 to Bochum.
We are calling it here win to nil.
Win to nil. And it's gonna be again a win to nil, and it's very, very juicy considering the premises. Seems that it's still a long way to go for Bayern to adjust the defense for the very high level that is needed in Champions League, not in Champions League. But didn't concede to Bochum, didn't concede to Barcelona. I say not gonna concede again against Greater Fürth, and it is very well rewarded.
Yep. So you've gone for to win to nil.
Chef Wiggum is directly from North Korea, Pyongyang.
And he's a huge fan of the shows.
Yeah, I know that he's a great fan of the show, but I'm wondering, do they have internet in North Korea?
Can they open shows about betting? Actually,
do you have bookmakers there, online sports books and stuff?
Do they have not bookmakers?
Chief Wiggum's left Springfield. He was in Kabul, Afghanistan last week. He's moved along the axis of evil. He's now in Pyongyang, North Korea. And we're a big fan of the show, Chief Wiggum. I'm a big fan of you. I would say top 3 favourite Simpsons characters, up there with Mr. Burns and Homer. Homer's pretty good. You've got to love a bit of Homer as well, haven't you? Okay, so I agree with you there, Tan. I know Bayern Munich have been blowing teams away. I think they can cover a pretty big Asian handicap in this one. But yeah, a lot of people aren't focusing on that they've been keeping a couple of clean sheets, and Fürth aren't great going forward. So I think Bayern to win to nil looks like a good bet on this one.
Also, Barsaman is saying both teams to score no and over 2.5 goals is at 2.8. So Bayern basically to score 3 on their own without conceding.
Yeah, there's all sorts of ways that the bookmakers seem to be getting things wrong on Bayern Munich at the moment, because Tan's bet last weekend sort of bamboozled them a bit and got much better odds than if you'd simply bet on Bayern Munich to win to nil. So, yeah, both teams to score no and over 2.5 goals at 2.8 looks great, because there's no way that Greater Fürth are going to beat Bayern Munich 3-0.
Greater Fürth.
That is just not happening. Not when Tan's wearing that hat. Absolutely not. Hoffenheim versus Wolfsburg.
How do you like to pronounce the German names, Martin?
I love it. I feel like you just have to pronounce them with a lot of gusto, with a lot of enthusiasm. You can't hold back when you say the Bundesliga teams. You just have to really sort of shout it. For me, anyway.
It's all about Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg. And
Wolfsburg.
They're level with Bayern Munich at the top of the table. I mean, they don't have the. Wolfsburg.
It's like a dog biting you but not leaving you.
Wolfsburg, Augsburg. Oh dear. We got viewers in. I know we've got viewers in North Korea, but I saw one in Peru. I believe Gaz is in Peru, which is amazing. People watching on from all continents around the world, which just makes me feel all warm inside. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Wolfsburg made a great start to the season.
Feel warm inside? Do you have to run to toilet?
Not that sort of part. More in my heart. Not in my bladder. No.
I don't want to see you guys.
Come on then, Wolfsburg, Tan. Wolfsburg. What are they going to
do? Their hype is not going down. They pursue their confidence and style, but they have this path that is going all the way. I mean, Wolfsburg has built these temporary elite condition, conceding little and scoring when it is needed. So never great score sheet. And actually, Hoffenheim, with completely opposite results, but are going also with those same stats. So in the last 3 weeks, whenever I have pointed an under 2.5 goals, an uncommon under 2.5 goals game in Bundesliga, I did it 3 times in the last 3 weeks. They always came out. So here we go again, under 2.5 goals.
Like it. Thanks, Tan. Going to give a shout out to Penaldo from United. I see what you did there. Like a portmanteau of penalties. Ronaldo scoring lots of penalties. Like it. Nice one. Barca man's going Weghorst to score. Weghorst. I know he's not German though, is he? He's Dutch, but Weghorst still sounds like a good word to say too. Weghorst to score any time at +128. Alex, Wolfsburg have been involved in a lot of high-scoring games. Do you think that's going to be the dominant narrative in this one instead of Hoffenheim's proclivity for attacking?
I think that it's very good that Wolfsburg didn't have a cup match in the midweek or something else, going on, because we said at the beginning of the season that when Champions League will start, they will start to struggle. And this is what happened, 0-0 with Lille in the first round of the Champions League, with Lille dominating the match. And after that, 1-1 with Eintracht Frankfurt. On the other side, Hoffenheim failing to score in 2 consecutive games, Mainz and Arminia Bielefeld. I think that Tan has a point here, but I will be more conservative, and I would say under 3 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.7.
Nice. Like it a lot. Thank you very much, both. Next up, we have Union Berlin versus Arminia. Not quite as fun to say Arminia, but should be a pretty good game, shouldn't it? Alex, what do you expect? Can Union Berlin pick up a big win here?
In the same condition as Wolfsburg, Union Berlin started their European campaign on the road against Slavia Prague. They lost 3-1 with a red card in the first half, but still they were 1 goal down when that happened. And after that, they didn't get destroyed by Bayern Munich, but they lost 4-2. Let's say that they score. Everyone can score against Dortmund right now. Normally, it should be a Union Berlin win here, but I will pass it because of their European campaign. They don't have a proper bench to compete on 2 competitions in the same time.
No, they've only won 1 game so far this season, Tan. Arminia are winless. What do you think in this one? Could they cancel one another out and draw, or are you leaning towards the home team? What
No, I go with Union at home is often a banker. Arminia away is often a anchor. No, but the thing is that it's true what Alexis says, but this week there wasn't European fixture, so maybe they will suffer that next week, and the odds on Union are too good for Union to win.
Brilliant, like it. Very succinct, very good. Next up, we have Leverkusen against Mainz. Bayer Leverkusen. Both of these teams have made an excellent start to the season. Leverkusen sit 4th in the table, 3 wins and a draw from 5 games. Mainz have an identical record. They've gone about it in very different ways. Leverkusen banging in lots of goals, conceding a fair amount. Mainz have instead been keeping things very tight at the back and grinding out a lot of sort of low-scoring wins. What sort of style is gonna win the day here, Tan?
I was surprised when I saw the odds because, in no way, I mean, obviously, it's not something like crazy, but it's still good to be played on Leverkusen to win. So I thought, am I missing something particular? Is that something that... But then I researched, and it wasn't like that. Mainz are solid. It's true. They concede no goals in the last 3 games, and they scored 5. But not only Leverkusen are in great shape, they are belonging in this moment to the 4 teams at the top, Bayern, Dortmund, Leverkusen and Wolfsburg, but also should be looked into against whom Mainz obtained this result. So it was 3-0 to Greater Fürth, 0-0, against Freiburg in the last game, and then they won 2-0 at Hoffenheim. So I would say that the scheduling had them. So maybe this trick could arbitrate the odds. For this reason, Leverkusen to win, not looking back.
I agree with you. Alex, is there any reason why we're getting such good value on Leverkusen, do you think?
Yeah, we're looking about Mainz keeping things very tight at the back, but they are missing their best striker in Adam Salai, in my opinion, and Niakate also with a hip injury there. Also, Leverkusen have their injury problems with Fosu Mensah, Baumgartlinder, even Palacios and Tapsoba are missing. But the attacking firepower right now that Leverkusen have with Patrick Schick, with Wirtz, with Diaby, with Belarabi there, the four diamond and in the attack there. With the only question mark for me, Andrich, their defensive midfielder, red carded, will miss this game. But at home, Leverkusen should get the job done against Mainz. Mainz 3 clean sheets in a row there, but not high scoring like they used to be in the last season. So I think that the value is with Leverkusen at 1.74.
You know what is if you are an American rocker, what is the bet you are doing on this game? Never mind.
Never mind, correct. We have a techno thing in the Black Sea. It's called the Never See.
I think that a techno thing on Black Sea in Romania must be the ultimate stage of every life. Like life, the ultimate stage is techno thing on Black Sea.
The best thing is I don't know if you heard about Untold in Cluj. It's the biggest in Europe right now for the last 5 months.
I'm wondering what could happen there.
It's the best thing in Europe right now that is going on.
It's the worst thing.
No, it's the best thing. You check a little bit about Untold, and you will see what I'm talking about.
No, but I know that when there is all these techno things movement and people go to the east, is always some crazy scenario.
No, it's not only techno, it's also a lot of DJs, a lot of Tiesto kind of stuff, a lot of Armin van Buren, and so on, you know.
Okay, we're moving into reverse jinx territory here. I'm going to have to intervene and swiftly move things along. We're going on. Reverse jinx time.
Look, Elias was at Untold 2 years in a row.
Wow, it sounds great. It sounds great. I will have to get there one day when borders open up and whatnot. RB Leipzig versus Hertha Berlin. I had -130 on Hertha Berlin to beat Fürth at the opening game of last weekend's fixtures. Easy money. Fürth, we're always going to lose that, but I suspect Hertha Berlin's winning streak might come to an end here. Not quite sure what to make of this RB Leipzig team so far this season. Tan, what have you seen from them?
No, it's tricky. It's very hard to understand because you see that they are no more at the level they were, but it's in Champions League. Then they put themselves together. It looks a bit like Atalanta in some way, with a difference that they have sold massive pieces of that puzzle. Hertha are better than the garbage they were last year, that they were in the last years. So actually could be difficult for Leipzig, but I think things are going a bit better in place for them. So I go here with a particular difficult bet, which is a draw with 1 goal handicap for Leipzig. So basically, Leipzig to win with 1 goal advantage. I think they will make it in the end, but slightly.
So you mean that you think that Leipzig are going to win just by a single goal?
Yes.
So the bet doesn't pay out if it's 2 goals or 3 goals. It's just by a single goal.
Exactly.
Got it. Sounds good. Alex, I guess RB Leipzig sold couple of their best, well, their two centre-backs. They sold their best midfielder, lost their manager in the summer. You're always going to struggle, aren't you, the following season?
Yeah, they have a new striker in Andre Silva. They have a new manager, no centre-backs, no real ones, I mean. No Sabitzer. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult right now for Leipzig. And let's not get too intimidated by the fact that they scored 3 goals to Manchester City in the Champions League, because right after that they were kept to a 1-1 draw by Köln in Bundesliga. Exactly what we talked last week, if you remember. Martin, I think that Tan has a point, but I will be slightly more conservative here. I think that Hertha plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.9, so them not to lose by more than 1 goal difference. In order for my bet to be a winner, they can even win, they can even lose by 1, or even how you say, draw the game, you know. But Tan, RB Leipzig must win by just 1 goal, you know. So I'm very conservative here. Also, both teams to score, because I think that everybody can score against RB Leipzig right now. Priced at 1.9 should be a good bet to take.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Thanks, Alex. Next up, we have Eintracht Frankfurt up against Köln or Cologne. As you just mentioned, they lost their striker in the summer. Andre Silva has moved to RB Leipzig, so Eintracht do look a little bit toothless in attack right now. They've only scored 5 goals in 5 games so far this season. Already established themselves as the draw kings of the Bundesliga. 4 draws out of 5 games, still without a win. Whereas Cologne, they're doing pretty good. They've got 2 wins, 2 draws from 5 games. They're flying high in 7th place. Think they can go and get a result in Frankfurt, Alex?
I don't know if they will get the result, but yes, if you want to go with the underdog, this is probably one of the best underdogs in the German league this round. The 1-1 draw of Eintracht Frankfurt is on fire, so maybe you want to go with the 1-1 correct score there and to make it 5 out of 5. If you include also the Europa League match against Fenerbahce. So they have 4 1-1 draws consecutive, you know, in a row. On the other side, even FC Köln, they are coming up on the back of 2 1-1 draws in a row, you know. So I think that there is something about this 1-1 correct score. Both teams to score looks very good here at 1.53 in a parlay bet. If you want to push it further, go with both teams to score and over 2.5, the Alex Classic at around 1.85.
Okay, thank you very much. Tan, what do you like in this game?
Double header for the under 2.5 goals prediction for me this week, and this is the other one. As I mentioned, the last 3 I mentioned in the last 3 weeks, uncommon for Bundesliga, but they always get in. Köln and Eintracht are surprisingly fitting that profile week in, week out. Overall, Bundesliga is having a much lower goal scoring stats compared historically to any season, and these 2 are contributing a lot to that. So under 2.5 goals in this.
Okay, thanks, Tan. I suspect that not many people are going to go for under 2.5 goals in the next.
But so far, 3 out of 3.
Oh, no, definitely. But next up, we do have Borussia Mönchengladbach against Borussia Dortmund. And I find it very hard to imagine under 2.5 goals coming in this game with the way that Borussia Dortmund have been playing this season. 17 goals scored, 11 conceded. They've got 4 wins and a defeat from 5 games. They're up to their old tricks again at the weekend with a 4-2 victory over Union Berlin. They just can't stop scoring, can they? Which is fantastic, but weak at the back. Gladbach languishing in and around the relegation zone after a very poor start to the season. Do you see Dortmund winning this game, Tan, and do you see goals?
Yes, I just go with Dortmund to win. Obviously, the combo is paying even more, and with those premises could be also good. But anyway, the odds on Dortmund to win were already good enough, not justified, in my opinion, by the level that Gladbach has been showing so far. If Dortmund are weak at the back, well, Gladbach are glad at the back. But Dortmund, seriously, Borussia, the other Borussia, because this is a derby. It's not the Ruhr derby, but it's the Borussian derby. The Borussia area, the one historically famous during the Bismarck times. There is just no comparison. There is no need for me to praise enough the form of Holland, which at the moment is one probably of the top 3 players in best form in the world. Not the top 3 players in the world, but the 3 players probably in best form in the world in this moment probably are Holland, Lewandowski, and Benzema. And
maybe Ronaldo. Why not?
I see them so disruptive.
But I think that Lewandowski and Haaland are top 2 without any questions here. Without any questions.
Yeah,
and imagine both of them coming from Bundesliga. Imagine both of them coming.
Bundesliga never had something like this. Never had such a head-to-head. So,
and imagine Haaland going next year in at Bayern Munich.
Or maybe Real Madrid. Maybe.
Yeah, but that means that Benzema will have to go.
Or maybe that means Holland, Benzema, Mbappe.
I don't. You see what is happening with the Paris Saint-Germain right now? Dreadful, absolutely shameful.
I know what is happening. Pochettino.
Probably. But still,
not the right man.
Any manager in this world right now couldn't cope with the locker room with so many stars.
For sure, but for someone like Pochettino,
I bet Carlo Ancelotti could. I bet they need Carlo Ancelotti.
Exactly.
I bet Antonio Conte could.
Conte would upset them.
They will beat each other every single day.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably one of the best players in the world. I'd say not quite on the level of Nicolas Pepe yet, but he's only young, isn't he? He's still got plenty of time to get there. They're about there. I'd say Pepe's up a bit, and then Haaland's getting better with every game. But I still rate Pepe higher. I guess he's going to tear things up against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Alex, what are you going for on this one?
Borussia Mönchengladbach are the favorite opponent of Borussia Dortmund lately with how many wins? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah, 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 13. So 13 wins in 14 matches head-to-head for Dortmund against Borussia.
That was a cookie, Alex, only for the long-time watcher of this show.
Yeah, who doesn't know how 10 was doing in the past? 5, 6.
We arrived until 22.
Yeah, he talked 20 minutes to count till 22.
Why do you think Mönchengladbach are playing so badly? Because they've got the bulk of the team they had for the last couple of seasons. They've still got a very strong spine to the team. 2 good centre-backs, Lars Stindl behind player up front. It's just not working out for them. What's gone wrong?
I think that 3 important players are missing for them right now. Thuram, who normally plays with Alassane Plea there in front. They are always playing... most of the time they were playing if both were fit with 2 strikers, Leiner and Hoffmann. All 3 of them are very, very important for the structure of this team. Not a real holding midfielder there. I think that they have a huge problem in coping with this incredible, powerful and amazing attacking side that Dortmund are right now. Dortmund have their injury issues too. This is why they are conceding so many goals. If we name a couple of them, Julian Brandt, Emre Can, Koulibaly, Reina, Schmelzer, Schulz, Zagadou, an entire team, Dortmund are missing. This is why most of the teams, all the teams this season are scoring against them. Dortmund all the way for me to win this one. Unfortunately, Mönchengladbach cannot arrive to the level to beat Dortmund after what we've seen for them this season. absolutely is a derby. Absolutely that they will seek revenge after such a poor record against Dortmund, but too much power for this Dortmund side.
Yeah, big game for Marco Rose. Interesting to see how it unravels. Couple of games to end the weekend in the Bundesliga. Bochum up against Stuttgart. Neither team has made a particularly strong start to the new season. Bochum just lost 7-0 last time out. That left them second from bottom in the table. Stuttgart are 14th with 3 defeats from 5 games. Haven't won for several weeks. What do we think is going to happen here? Who do we come to first last time? We'll go to Tan. Come on, Tan.
There are still a few, not still few, but at the moment there aren't so many spread around of those Alex Classic typical games in Bundesliga, but this, in my opinion, is one of those two. It's true that Stuttgart are much better than Bochum, just in every position, in every condition. But I think it's safer considering that anyway, lot of defensive troubles for Bochum, but some defensive issues also for Stuttgart. So Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Thanks, Tan. Are you going Alex Classic in this one, Alex?
No. I'm going. I'm fading Bochum like I'm always doing. One of the teams to fade. I'm going conservative, but still fading them. I'm going Stuttgart with draw no bet at 1.71. That means that if they will be kept to a draw match, we will receive our stake back. I still don't like the fact that Katompa Mvumpa, aka Vamanjituka, is injured.
I have no idea what you just said there. I thought you just started speaking.
The last one.
Vamanjituka is aka because his real name is not Vamanjituka, by the way, and I know you guys already know that. It's Katompa Mvupa. Mvumpa. Yeah, so aka Vamanjituka is still missing their best striker, their best forward player. I think that Bochum are a team to fade, so Stuttgart will draw no bet for me at 1.71.
All right, bye Bochum. Get in the bin. Get in the trash. Freiburg. Freiburg versus Augsburg. Freiburg versus Augsburg in our final game. What did I do? I think I might have just gone a little bit Scottish there. Freiburg versus Augsburg. Alex, take it away. Freiburg.
I don't have anything to say about this match. I think that both teams to score looks interesting, but that's about it. I don't know. I don't really. No bet.
I'm not particularly enthused about this game. Freiburg are unbeaten though. Augsburg only got 1 win so far. What do you think, Tan?
Said a lot. Freiburg are solid, and they're making the most of the options that they have.
But they are missing Vamanjituka.
Everybody's missing Vamanjituka.
I'm missing Vachamituka. I want to see him.
When I take a shower,
Fuck.
when I'm putting gas in the car that I don't own, I'm missing Vamanjituka. Augsburg, on the contrary, they finally picked their win. Seemed more because how average are Mönchengladbach, but struggling to get out of the relegation zone, where I think they will stay until the end. So the odds were good. Freiburg to win.
Nice. Like it. Tan's going Freiburg to win. And on that note, Esteban, could you please bring up the official picks? We'll read them out. Okay, it falls to me to go first. I always find myself at the top of this little ladder that we do. So I'm going...
Because you are the top, Martin.
Bayern Munich to win to nil at +115. Bayer Leverkusen straight win -125. I'm going for Dortmund draw double chance. That should be Dortmund and the draw double chance, and both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at even money +100. And I've got Wolfsburg draw no bet at -120.
So Dortmund draw no bet and the Alex Classic combined?
Yeah.
I think it's not draw double chance though.
That's what he should have said. Dortmund draw double chance. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at plus 100. Bet 360.
Very good. Very good, Martin. Very good. I like your style, Martin.
Yeah.
Leverkusen money line -1 to 5. Stuttgart draw no bet -141. Dortmund straight win -123. Bayern banker of the week -2.5 on the Asian handicap -141. And now,
Tan, what are you going for?
Leverkusen to win. Dortmund win. Bayern to win and to nil. Well, Leverkusen to win was at -125. Dortmund to win was at -123. Bayern to win and to nil at +115. Union to win -133. Freiburg to win. It will be little. No. It's -118.
wins after wins after wins after wins.
Like it. All the Benjamins, stacking Benjamins. Thanks, Esteban. We'll see our lovely little faces again for the denouement of this show. Must point out that Tan also really liked Leipzig to win by a single goal. Didn't add it to those tips because I didn't know what he was talking about, but he's now explained it. And that's one of his top
The
tips.
experts.
So bet on that if you trust Tan, if you trust Tan to do a madness this weekend. Thanks everyone for watching, all in the chat. Loads of great tips, always loads of great tips. Barca Man and all the crew there. Give us a like on your way out. We've got 29 likes already, but we'd love to get it to several hundred to keep Mr. SBR happy, to keep Mr. YouTube happy.
Mr. SBR John.
Enjoy this show. Thumbs up, and then head on over to sportsbookreview.com and read all the articles from these lovely gentlemen. Good luck this weekend, guys. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Tan. We'll see you next week.
Cheers. Let's add on that.
Right?
Monday, Champions League and the Europa League, yes.
Champions!